family used to call me big-headed boy. Too smart for his own good, they said my brain was getting bigger. Taking my skull on a ride that my body would have to catch up to later. My grandma said, don't grow up too fast. There's plenty of time to join this war. I knew nothing of war. I learned how to fight when I was 9. My brother taught me that my fists could dig a well, that I would die of thirst if they ever stopped swinging. People became obstacles. Emotion, weakness, intolerable. Soundproof the walls of your heart, they say. Don't let anyone hear how loud it's beating when you lock eyes with the moon. This is how you survive. I fell in love when I was 12. With a kind voice and multicolored barrettes. I don't remember her name. The name her father whispered into her mother's belly long before I came along. My cousin said, call her body. Call her clothing, he said, call her dog. Call her anything your insecurities can sink their teeth into. Don't grow up too fast, he said, you know nothing of love. This is how you survive. So I began running up steps 2 and 3 at a time, trying to get to manhood a little faster. You see, my father was a pastor who didn't teach me that being a man meant fearing God, but that being a man meant being God. And being God meant fearing nothing, that each shed tear pulled me further away from this man I was supposed to be, forgetting that it was the moment I cried for the first time, that anyone even knew that I was breathing. And this is my inheritance. The struggle between a need to be loved and a want to be worshipped. My mother taught me that Jesus was a carpenter. So I began building my throne of masculinity on the corpses of everything that made me human. They said, this is how you survive. This is how you win the game. Thinking that they were giving me some head start in adjusting to our society. But what's the use of being well adjusted to something that's broken? Yes. They were readying me for a battle. Hoping that I didn't land on the swords that they gave me to protect myself.
You got this. You got this.
My mother taught me that Jesus was a carpenter. So I began building my throne of masculinity on the corpses of everything that made me human. They said, this is how you survive. This is how you win the game. These are not lessons for the living. This is not how you survive. This is how you raise the dead. This is how you sharpen teeth, raising boys to believe this world is for our consumption, that it's far better to howl at the moon than to love it. This is how you raise boys to find the breaking of horses romantic, that we should never give up until the no sounds like yes. This is how you raise boys to strip the label of human from anyone we don't deem worthy. It's how you raise boys to believe this is all okay. This is not okay. I learned how to fight when I was 9. And I still haven't stopped swinging, because the road from wolf to human is a fight of unlearning, of peeling back the layers, of coming to terms with privilege, of biting my tongue and trying not to howl at the moon.